How's it going, guys? TJ here from Jails, Institutions, and Reps. Just checking in with you guys. This is my week 2, I guess, check-in on my current stack, which is actually a bulker, being as it is that time of year. So probably everybody else is on the same wavelength. And maybe this cycle will give you guys some ideas about how I put this together and why, and I'm gonna kind of go over some of that stuff right now. But if in case you missed the first video, we'll go over all the different compounds, and after that I'll explain how I'm feeling and what I'm noticing. All right, so first things first, we have YK11. That's from Enhanced RX. Very professional. Everything that comes from these guys is very, very, very nice. As you can see in the palm of my hand, tablets, no capsules. Digest easily, convenient, can put them in your pocket for later. I love that they actually switched to tablets. YK11, by far my favorite SARM product. I like to run it at a high dose, currently running at 30 to 40 milligrams. Compound number 2, also from Enhanced RX, MK677. Now, as most of you guys know, and for those of you who do not know, MK677 is growth hormone. It makes your pituitary gland produce more growth hormone than it would naturally, and some say it could be up to 2, 3, maybe even 4 IUs I have seen reported of pharmaceutical human growth hormone. So, of course, Enhanced RX, MK677, solid addition, another staple supplement of mine. Okay, I'm running a testosterone base, TRT. I get prescribed 200 milligrams, one shot a week, 200 milligrams. It is cypionate, 200 milligrams per milliliter, so I get 4 little ampules a month, and every one is over full, I'm guessing for accident, and maybe if you lose some, drawing up with a needle, etc. But I always seem to be able to get almost a cc and a half out of every vial, so we'll go ahead and say my TRT dose is actually at like 250, more than 200, which I feel great on. Okay, now moving along, LGD from Pure Raw's liquid LGD. Tastes like battery acid, works just as good as anybody else's LGD. Definitely not one of my favorite SARMs, but it does work. I'm not too keen on it, and there's others that I like a lot better. S23, picked this up from Pure Raw's. Actually saw it on the website before Enhanced Athlete dropped their version of it. So, and I have compared the both. I believe the Pure Raw's version may be a little bit stronger, or maybe it's overdosed. It could be. I'm one to believe that Enhanced Athlete's quality control is pretty spot on. So my guess would be that their S23 Venom is dosed appropriately at 10 milligrams per capsule. And when I took, say, 3 of those, which this is dosed at 25 milligrams per milliliter, so 1 milliliter of this roughly equivalent to 3 of EA's caps, and I definitely saw more side effects and more gains with 1 ml of this as opposed to 3 pills a day of S23 Venom from EA. Now, for pre-workouts, before every workout, I do take an androgen. I definitely take liver control and liver protectants, TUDCA, milk thistle, even though it's useless alone, it can't hurt. Definitely want to keep up on that stuff, guys. If you're not, get on it, because that longevity is key in this game, and If you can't train because your liver went bad or whatever, then how big are you going to be able to get? Let's face it, not going to happen. So the androgens I've chose from Vicious Labs. Love the hat. Thanks, Derek, again. First one, we have Pyrosten from Vicious Labs, which is methylstembolone. Now, I will take 2 caps of this pre-workout, or I also have from Vicious Labs the Blood Drops, which is oral trestolone dosed at 25 milligrams. So I will take either one of these pre-workout, either 50 milligrams of oral ment or 20 milligrams of methylstembolone. And that is for my pre-workout. Now, I have been using Enhanced RX's letrozole, very, very, very small pieces of the pill, because letrozole is the strongest ancillary and aromatase inhibitor that you can buy, and you really need to be careful with it because you can crash your estrogen very, very easily with this stuff. So I just take tiny pieces of a pill, maybe every few days, just to keep everything kind of under control and make sure I don't get any gyno, and kind of keep my acne under control. Also pre-workout. I'm currently out, unfortunately, waiting to get some more, but I use Novolog, which is a fast-acting insulin, and I pin that usually right before I leave the house to go to the gym, and I will use 10 IUs of that and drink 5 scoops of, I believe it is Cytomax. That's what it is. That's the carb drink I use. Carbolin's better, but I got the Cytomax on a deal. Anyway, okay, so my theory behind this cycle was Anabolic Matrix. Now, Tony showed me and has also talked with me about the Anabolic Matrix. And basically what it is every single component that goes into making your body bigger, stronger, faster, better. Everything, not just steroids, not just growth hormone. It is everything. So the matrix consists of growth hormone, steroids, SARMs, stuff like clenbuterol and fat burners. Let's see, what else? Anything that you can think of that would be anabolic, basically, or helping you to achieve your goals in bodybuilding, powerlifting, etc. So my thought was synergy with this cycle. The only thing that I have dosed high is the YK11, and the only reason that is because I found that it works very well for me at a high dose. Everything else is pretty moderately dosed or low dosed. The S23, I'm only taking 10 milligrams. The MK, I always dose at 30 milligrams, which that's a pretty standard dose. But yeah, for the most part, everything's pretty low, and I'm just banking on everything working together to give me big gains. That's the goal. So, what have I came up with this week? Well, I can say that the scale has steadily gone up, and I'm now over the 220 mark and consistently over the 220 mark. Last week I was kind of fluctuating, you know how insulin, water, all that stuff kind of goes. And I know it's not all muscle. For my bodybuilding show, which was 5 weeks ago, I was 193 pounds. And now I am up to 221 pounds as of today. That is a lot of weight to be put back on a frame in pretty short time. And I think that this definitely, a lot of it came over the last week. I can definitely see myself growing, getting thicker. I feel very strong, which I was not feeling strong prior, especially right after the show when I was so light. Excuse me. I I lost all my strength. Now, getting back into off-season training mode, usually I like to kick it up a little bit and do a little bit heavier weights and lower reps. So I need to get into that groove next, which really, once I start getting very, very strict with my diet again and start really, really looking into my workouts instead of instinctually training, which is kind of what I've been doing, and start following a specific protocol and a specific plan as far as the diet and workout goes, we're going to see some big results. And that is not far away. I'm just kind of enjoying my little time in between, so to say. Physique still looks good. I haven't, rebounded and gained 50 pounds of slop weight or anything like that. So everything's all good. Also want to let you guys know that Narrows Labs, you guys can check them out online. They have a website. They also sent me some products to throw in on after I run out of these supplements to test the quality. So I will have reviews for you guys for Narrows Labs YK11, their LGD, their Cardarine, which I have tried already, and I can tell you right now is good to go. I felt absolutely the same as I did when I took EA's Cardarine. And also their MK677. So we'll see what the new guy on the block has. Maybe he's got some good stuff. Who knows? Maybe it's cheaper. I haven't really seen the prices, but he offered me a few samples to try out and see what I thought. So I'm going to be reviewing them in the upcoming weeks. Stay swell and swole, my friends, and thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.